Welcome to the Kumite King of the Dojo video page. Named for the Japanese word for sparring, Kumite is a combat card game for 2 to 6 players. You start off as a beginner, knowing only basic punches and blocks, but every turn you have the choice of several powerful techniques to learn. When you feel you are strong enough, you can battle to become the king of the dojo. Kumite King of the Dojo has several advanced features. If this is your first time playing, you may ignore all references to locations, tactics, and character cards and bonus tokens. Part 1. Components and Setup. This video will give you a breakdown of all the components of the game, as well as how to set them up on the game table. Kumite King of the Dojo includes 2 6-sided dice. These are used primarily in battles. Place them on the game table where all players can reach. The first attack you will learn is Basic Punch. Note that there are several pieces of information on this card. First, the set this card belongs to. In this case, basic cards. Second, the name of the technique, punch. Third, the card's total value. This card has a total value of 1. Fourth, a breakdown of all the icons that make up this card's value. This card has 1 attack, or a icon, which makes its total value 1. Fifth, the type of card. This is an attack, and specifically a punch. Other cards will reference this information. When a card is played in a battle, you must roll a die. This 6th box lists the negative effects that would occur if you rolled a 1. Box 7 lists any effects that occur if you roll a 2 through 6. 8. The sword icon lists how much damage this card inflicts on your opponent if you roll a 2 through 6. 9. The shield lists how much damage this card blocks. Since this is an attack card, it does not block any damage. And finally 10, the bonus icon indicates you deal 1 extra damage if you roll exactly a 6. Place all basic punch cards on the game table in a single pile, face up. Basic block is the first defensive move you will learn. In a battle you will play these cards to negate some, or all of the damage your opponent deals. The card breakdown is largely the same as basic punch, but with a few key differences. Block cards typically deal less damage than attacks, and sometimes they deal no damage at all. Block cards will always block at least 1 damage when you roll a 2 through 6, and block cards block an extra damage when you roll a 6 instead of dealing an extra damage. Place all basic block cards on the game table in a single pile next to the basic punch cards. Style cards are a group of cards from one martial arts style. Every style has 4 cards, and every game of Kumite King of the Dojo will use 3 styles, giving you a total of 12 style cards. Each style has its own unique strengths and weaknesses. Make sure you read all the boxes. Style cards also include special cards, which have different effects. Special cards do not always deal damage. Sometimes they hinder your opponent in other ways. Check every box and icon to see what effect each special card has. Special cards have an S icon, which counts as either an attack or block icon. For more information on icons, watch the second video on training. Special cards are divided into 2 types. First strike cards are played before the start of battle, and combo cards can only be played once you have already played another card this battle. For your first game it is recommended you play with the following styles: Karate, Taekwondo, and Judo. Place every karate card in its own pile, face up. Repeat this with Taekwondo, and finally Judo. Place cards with a greater total value higher up on the table. Location cards are an advanced feature you can choose not to use on your first game. A different location card is drawn every time players battle, and you should read each card to determine its effect. You will find that some of your cards work better in some locations than others. Shuffle the location cards and place them on the table in a single pile face down. Place this pile next to the basic block cards. Before every battle, reveal the top card. If there are no cards left in the location deck, reshuffle the cards to form a new pile. Tactics cards are an advanced feature that are played during battles to turn the tide in your favor. Each tactics card has its own unique effects and rules regarding when it can be played. Read each card carefully. Place the tactics cards in their own piles below the basic cards. Character cards are also an advanced feature. Each card is double-sided. The portrait side contains the character's title, a turn summary for reference, and which character bonus token you get. The signature move side is an attack or block unique to your character. After characters are chosen, you put this card in your hand and may use this card in battle just like any attack or block. Place the character cards aside for now, they will be chosen later. Tokens are used to track your status in Kumite King of the Dojo. There are double-sided health tokens, double-sided point tokens, and a token to show who the current king of the dojo is. Additionally, there are tokens that represent being injured, blinded, or setting up a combo. Finally, there are character bonus tokens that match each character card. Place all the tokens on the table where every player can reach them. Every player now rolls a die. The highest roller goes first. Character cards are chosen in turn order. Each player now draws a starting hand of 3 basic punch cards and 2 basic block cards. Players also should have their signature move card in their hand for a total of 6 cards. Players now get their starting tokens. Each player should have enough tokens to show 10 health. Each player should also have the character token that matches their character card. Once players have their starting hands, you are ready to begin the game. Check out the next video on training and battles.